on the shop because my shops are down here.
Yeah.
Nothing was going on, so we drove down.
Welcome back, guys. We're just going to be covering the live. This isn't my feed, so I'm just adding some credits, notes to this.
And then everyone
Make sure you lot go check out Only Tony.
So we drove around and I said, oh, you know, Dad was on
how's it going, Joe? What have you made of this madness going on today?
Honestly, I was like this afternoon, I was watching it on TikTok and I just thought, what the hell is going on? And I was just scrolling through and then I saw it in Bristol and I thought, bloody hell, that's just up the road from me. And it's just like, what the hell is going on? Do you know what I mean? What is going on? People are just, like you said, people are just angry, frustrated, had enough. I mean, if you talk to everyday people in the street, they feel the same.
Yep.
But violence, is that really going to solve a problem?
There was rumours earlier on, and I'm going to say rumours.
I'm just doing this for every 2 seconds.
There was meant to be a mosque set alight on, I can't remember the name of the road in Liverpool, but is that...
I mean, it's literally everywhere, all over the country.
Yeah.
Literally everywhere.
There's been a van outside there all day today, but it's been really quiet up until like 20 minutes ago.
Okay, so yeah, County Road. Apparently on County Road there was meant to be a mosque set alight.
Just enjoy what's, well, I'd say enjoy, but I'm just doing this so we can credit. There we go. Credit TikTok.
That's exactly.
Only Tony official.
I'm not saying that's what it is, but quite a few people came in and
what I was watching earlier was basically there was two sides, right? There was the police in the middle on both sides, and then there was, I don't know, there was just people, all people from all walks of life, just shouting, we hate Nazis, we hate Nazis. And then, do you know what I mean? And then the police were pushing another group back, and it was just like bloody awful.
Yeah, so there's anti-far right protesters. You've got like, you know, people protesting the war in Palestine and stuff, or Gaza rather. It's all going off. Then you've got the far right element in there. Then you've got it's all a bit mad at the minute. So we're just finding it. Literally, people are saying get ready for civil war. People like, you know, the attack. It's only a matter of time before the attacks start happening, and then from there, God knows what's going to happen.
Whatever's going on,
it's just ridiculous.
Yo, Mr. Broadband, you want to come in?
There's no one that knows what's actually set alight, no?
No, but I can probably walk up because nobody's throwing stuff.
Rioting all over the UK, man. And the thing about it is, if they try and burn down mosques, you know, people are going to come out to defend it, and it's not going to end well. They will not let you.
And I don't blame them. Do you know what I mean?
They will not let them burn down the mosques, like, you know.
No.
It's not going to happen. They're gonna. That will be bloodshed. That will be raw bloodshed, like, you know, like mass bodies. If they try.
Can you imagine going back to a country, right, where we literally just have white people living here? How boring would that be? Do you know what I mean? The history from every person that's come over into this country has made it what it's. Do you know what I mean? It is today.
Every country has fought. Literally, all these countries as well. You know, everyone that's fought and died in every war for this country as well. You know, so it's don't get me wrong. Like I was saying to you before, we can't have a system where people can just arrive on boats and then get put in hotels. That's just crazy. It's like if you're an illegal person, you're a dodgy person, you can just pay some smuggler, jump on a boat and come here. You know, no one wants that, like, you know, that's just ridiculous. Like, the government have to do something about that. They cannot allow people to turn up on boats and then shove them in hotels. What's the deterrence for them to leave? Like,
yeah,
you know,
I know.
It's got to be we've got to invest money in boats, and literally when we catch them out there, we dump them all on them, put them all on the big boat, and take them to the nearest safe place. Say, look, we're not accepting anyone. And that's how the British people feel, like, you know, and even black, Asian, everyone, you know, we can't have unfiltered people coming into the country, you know.
But is that what this is really about now?
I know, but I think it is. There's always an element. There's always that element that there's always going to be that element of like people that are just like closet racist almost, like, you know, just there is that element of the closet racist, and they're just like, they'll pretend that, yeah, we're not racist, they'll try to convince everyone, but they're the angry ones. Like, you know, there was a guy yesterday at one of the rallies, and he had a swastika on, and the guy recording him was like, oh yeah, you're a proper Brit and blah blah blah, and he was getting loads of support from people. And you know, as much as obviously I don't agree with Nazis and stuff like that, I can respect someone that owns what he is.
Yeah.
There's far too many people that just pretend, fake people that will laugh and smile in your face and then just be racist behind your back. Like, you know, there's far too much of that. So I prefer the guy that's got a swastika on his shoulder, because at least I know where I stand with him. I can respect that.
Up and down the country is just coming out in force, and it's just a matter of time before it gets way out of hand.
We want peace. Blacks are the biggest racists ever. You know it, brother.
But will we agree that Keir Starmer needs to...
What do you mean by that? Explain that for us. Explain that. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Come out and make a speech. Smiley face, if the government need to... if the president needs to make a speech... Or sad face if he doesn't. Does he need...
All right, let's see what's going on.
Smiley face, sad face if he doesn't.
We do need to go to the other end to come to see how many shoppers down.
It's mad, isn't it? It's just crazy to think this is happening in the country. It's just crazy.
Everywhere. Literally everywhere. It's only going to spread as well, isn't it? Things like this just spread.
Yeah, I think I think it will calm down. It will kick off again tomorrow.
Okay, take care. Bye.
This is live, bro. This is live. This is live, right? Happening right now. Well, I borrowed the TikTok credit is on the screen, so.
It's only official. Can you hear me, lad?
I can hear you, buddy. How are you?
Hello, lad. Welcome to my area.
Yeah. Well, listen, honestly, I'm expecting it around.
Right on the end, right on the dock. It is.
No
wee little
way.
fishing village. It's beautiful.
Listen, do you reckon it's going to get a lot worse? Or,
all over, mate. All over. Bristol,
Lad, this is my area,
Belfast,
mate, and,
Liverpool,
I can't see it getting much
Nottingham.
Nottingham. It's all over, isn't it?
If you look on my camera there,
yeah,
those police are going to push to this line right here. That's what they're going to do. As soon as they're ready in a minute, they're going to push to this line. They're going to disperse.
What makes what makes people go out? You know, what makes...
There's nobody opposing them, mate.
I think
Joe Blogs down the road. What makes them go out?
You've always got the opportunists that want to go out and steal and loot. They're you know, and there's a lot of young kids that are suffering with.
The busies are all busy.
What are they writing about? Supposedly the Southport attack thing. Obviously, loads of far right media sources put out fake images saying it was a Muslim man that came over in a boat, and it just all kicked off from there, buddy. All kicked off from there. Then when it was proven it wasn't, you've still got the same far right people just pushing narrative, blah blah blah, and you know, it's borderline. It's people just not being open and honest about who they are, and they're so angry, and you know.
It was all like calm, nothing has happened, and it seems to be there's a water car on fire.
Setting cars on fire. What gets me is, and just goes to show you the double standards. When we had that Manchester incident with the police kicking the Muslim guy down and kicking him in the head, we had so much support for the police. It was like there was outrage from the far right. It was like, oh, look at them, they're attacking our police officers and all this and blah blah blah. They deserve what they got. And now they're crying on social media, saying the police are being too heavy-handed with them. Crying. They're throwing bricks at the poor police officers are just trying to do their job. They're just normal people doing their job.
I'm sure that lad that's there in front of you, Katie, I'm sure he was fighting a minute ago.
How do we deal with this then? You know, how do we deal with this?
Yeah, there's nothing actually happening here.
So
oh, I've lost you.
Let me just go and see what's happening in the Belfast side.
But I don't know where all them kids have just gone. I'm sure they'll be back at some point.
Let me just quickly move to the belt. Oh, that is done on pause.
There's nothing going to happen because no one's posing, no one's throwing on at them. Do you know what I mean? So it's
the crowd that stands near now is not the crowd that's going to start and stuff and that. These are all just spectators, to be honest.
Okie dokie, I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
Yes, but I'm not using my favourite. Oh, why is it so? This microphone's really bad. I'm just going to go run and go charge my other microphone a second. 1 second.
Rich, you've all just ran up the shop up there. You've all just ran up. Come on, take. No, they're running in shops and robbing them now, smashing them up. Down there. Yeah, you just said that.
Okay, well, it seems to be...
Oh, that's me, lad, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's me, lad. That was a follow.
Okay, Clear Bell says Nottingham. Any updates on Nottingham, people?
Just those hardies.
Yeah, you're the last half an hour. Yeah.
Everyone drop us a follow.
Yeah, so if you want to come to someone else, it's not really anything.
I'm gonna go to Jaffers. Whereabouts?
You can hear me better now, yeah?
Yeah, you're back.
Cool. Christian protesters never wear masks, only Antifa, just like MI5.
So that's the other side, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
It just seems to me that people have literally just been radicalizing sort of like, you know, really vulnerable people.
Oh, well, I could anyway. Before it went off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Angry young men, not much money, not much prospects, and because I can't think for the life of me. You think if you've got like if you own your house and you've got money, you've got a good job, are you going to be out at these riots like, you know, throwing bricks at the police? Got too much to lose. They're too smart. It's always the poor working man that suffers that's going to end up suffering. You know, like, you know, you've got all these people just sitting on their computers, just literally stirring the pot. Why you've got the people on the ground doing the groundwork for them, doing it? It's just they're just being manipulated.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
I'm watching everywhere, but can find money on all
So I saw that there was a couple. I don't know what happened, but I know two guys that were protesting got stabbed today, or got hit with an axe or something like that.
Oh, I did see something about an axe.
Yeah. They're not going to let them go to their mosque and burn them down. They're not going to. It's not going to happen. That's going to be like a.
Do you blame them?
No, I mean, no, definitely not.
It's their home. It's their property. It's where they get their peace.
And you know that Muslims don't play with their religion. You know, they don't play. There's no joking. There's no laughing. But like you were saying, how does this get resolved? Might even have to be curfews put in place. There's going to be travel bans put in place. People aren't going to be able to travel to stop it, to slow it down. Because that's the thing. It seems very organised. People, like, certain amount of people turning up, different areas, random, like, you know, it's very organised. So I think they're going to.
I did hear that once about like rioting. That do you know what I mean? That when time is ready for riots, there are groups of people that are just basically off you go, and do you know what I mean? Are ready to go when they're given the command. So it wasn't, do you know what I mean, just organically grown.
No, definitely not.
They're ready, waiting.
It's organised. It's organised by leaders, and they just send out the hooligans, the ground men, to go do the dirty work for everyone.
I know there were 3 in Nottingham at the moment, but I've not heard any updates, Tony. Have you heard anything from where Liv is?
Really? I'm sorry to hear that. But did you miss anything? No, not really.
Belfast. Okay,
not really.
Please select the box. Give me a second. Select the box, please.
Those are standoffs. It's a shame about the looting, though, isn't it? People stuff.
Yeah, but look, because the thing is, it's just innocent people that are suffering, isn't it? The looting, people's shops and stuff. They're just everyday people.
Which is the first I've just heard about it now.
I saw someone's car burnt out, and you just think, why are they doing that to normal people?
More areas to it.
See, this is the first time for Sheffield, Tony. It's gonna, if it's Sheffield and if it's in town where I think it's going to be a bad one.
Oh, if it's in Sheffield, that'll be a problem, mate.
Everything will be destroyed.
You know the worst thing about it, they're all going to be bad ones. And here's the issue. I just want to say thanks to the Hardys that did join in. Thank you very, very much, Darren and Kate.
Thank you, Tony. Make sure everyone goes and follows Tony as well. Only Tony Official. He's doing God's work for us.
Are you all right, Tony?
Or to go looting 3 or 4 shops, damage the streets, and then go home. That's not getting changed. That's not a point. That's just havoc.
I absolutely agree, because why target shops? What's the point in targeting shops? I don't understand, Tony.
That's what we were just saying, wasn't it? Why are they targeting shops?
All right, Sammy, 1 second.
Businesses of everyday people. Do you know what I mean?
To that KOD account, that's Belfast? Is that right? Is it Belfast? They're on mute. I do believe that account that we're watching on.
Yeah,
It's
Tony,
Belfast,
it is
yeah?
Belfast. It is Belfast, yeah.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Thank you.
If anyone
I've
can,
just been up
please
myself
keep a look
because
out
you
for
don't
the
want the
Sheffield
background.
one.
Sheffield's got like a massive Muslim population over there. That'll be really bad.
Your
because they'll come
camera's
out.
gone off.
It just terrifies me, all this sort of stuff. It literally just terrifies me.
Certainly not good, is it? It's all mental, man. Just.
If anyone has got any other live feeds
And
that's
then
going on at the moment, please feel free to join the box.
I mean, the thing is, there's no easy solution to this. Do you know what I mean? Things like this, how people are feeling, there is no easy solution. There's not no one solution. This is years to get the country back to feeling, you know, it's going to take years. A lot of investments in a lot of areas. Do you know what I mean? How's this going to happen? How?
Yeah.
I know you've been covering quite
Obviously,
a
the
lot
government have to do
today.
something
Are
in
you
terms of
voting
the immigration,
really
but
towards religion in this
it's
country?
they're going to have to do something. You know, we just can't have people and this and any time when they come over, you know, anytime one person does anything, they're all going to get blamed. Like, you know, so
Which is
it's
ridiculous, because
that is ridiculous as well. But you
you
know,
know, it's what the person on the inside is. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what colour your skin is. You're a good or a bad person. You could be any colour. Do you know what I mean? It's
but I think just in general, people coming into the country, we should know who they are and they should be able
absolutely.
to they should be able to benefit society, benefit the UK, and also be in line with the UK values. You know,
Yeah.
that's one
No,
of
I
the
get
big
that,
things.
yeah.
You know, and and one of the values is obviously tolerance. You know, you can't be coming to the country thinking that you're going to be changing things and blah blah blah. You know, so
I know
it's
that. I know it's been happening all day.
yeah.
It's been happening. It has been happening.
But yeah, I think the government are going to have to do something in terms of that, because you know them hostels are going to get burnt out, and then what's going to happen is the migrants are going to come out. If their house is on fire, they're going to come out, and then bloody, what do you think is going to happen then? They're going to kick off,
Yeah.
and then you're going to have bloodshed. There will be bloodshed eventually. I'm sure of it.
Actually wants to say something. Surely he's got to speak about this.
Yeah, the Prime Minister should come out. He should come out and say
Has
something.
there been anything from Downing Street at all? Do we know?
Let me just double check and see if there's been any updates.
Surely,
Let me have a look online.
to stop it, wouldn't he put?
I mean, how is it on the news and stuff? Is it being properly reported?
I think obviously every media, you know, they all want to spin one agenda, you know, which is good for them. So I haven't looked properly. Let me just have a look. Let me just have a look and see. Nope, nothing from Downing Street just yet. Nothing from Downing Street. He needs to come out. He needs to come out and do something.
They're gonna need to do something.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's lucky for them. Okay, and here's a fact. It's lucky that these are all. And when I say like sort of, all of these breakouts are in different locations. All right. If all of these people were in the
Do we have enough police for all this?
I think we're going to need army. I think if it carries on, we'll need the army to come in.
Because, do you know what I mean? If it's going to go on 24 hours, that's 3 shifts of police. Do you know what I mean? How are they going to...
if everybody were in one place, nobody would have a chance. Not
Wouldn't
police
stand a
and not
chance.
all.
They wouldn't stand a
Explain what you
chance,
mean,
but
buddy.
because
Explain
obviously
what you
it's in
mean.
separate towns and separate locations, that's why they can get away with doing this. Because like the police are struggling, you know. But can you imagine if just each of the towns got together and ended up saying, right, we're wrecking your London, you know, we're wrecking your whatever, where your parliament is, where your
I think that's what, if you know, I think if you generally want to, if you generally want to make a statement, you should be at Downing Street. You know, that's where laws are made and going to be changed. You know, if 1 million people stay there and say they're not leaving until some sort of law is passed, then you know that's more feasible.
Yeah.
But violence, turning up to places and destroying things and
they're not going to be
Wrecking
bothered about,
people's
you know,
shops,
getting
hard-working
getting
business
destroyed.
people.
in Liverpool, mate, and it looks like there's a fire behind them.
yeah,
All right,
definitely.
one second. Let's switch over to Mark. Mark, can you zoom in? Or can you get in a bit closer if you can?
Yeah, Mark, get in a bit closer for us.
There we go. Yeah, that's a lot better there. Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone, make sure they go say thank you to Tony for this lovely footage as well.
This is Liverpool, Marty. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like County Road.
Well, no, what they're going to cancel all the clubs everywhere. It's Saturday night, isn't it? So it's meant for everyone's meant to be out clubbing.
What's happening to BMW, man? Good evening, Andy.
Marta, is that a vehicle on fire? Or is it a building?
It looks like a car is on fire.
Yeah, in London, some guy was driving a lovely car through the crowds, and they started smashing his cars. I was like, oh my god, it was like a Ferrari or something, and literally just started smashing up his car. I'll be fuming.
Because you know that taxpayers are going to have to pay for all that damage because they'll put taxes, they'll put everything up to pay back for all damages.
No, unbelievable.
I don't think they care. They're probably looking at it. You know, they'd probably think to themselves, we don't own anything. You know, it's not going to cost us anything.
It would seem that it has calmed down in quite a few of the locations already.
But I think what they'll probably do is put some sort of new sort of rioting thing in place where if you're caught, if you're there, you're just going to get arrested instantly or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something to deter people and I think you may even find mandatory sentences. The people throwing rocks and bricks, glasses at police officers is just like out of order. What makes me laugh is the guy that got hit with the axe or whatever. He was like a couple of seconds before that, he was bloody giving it large, shouting at the police and all the rest of it. And then they're like, "Oh, come and help us! Come and help us! Come and help us!"
Will it last through the night? Who knows? But
I think it's going to be a long night.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a long night.
Yeah. Tony, I don't know how you can stay awake because your eyes must be literally hanging.
No, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. Let me get official. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm just relaxing now at home, so I thought I might just jump up for a bit.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Listen, what's your opinions on everything? It's just it's gone crazy around the.
All right, I'm gonna do something a bit crazy here. I'm gonna put an invite, so if anyone wants to come in, they can come and join the stream. So this is on Twitter, so we might get some. Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna get, but guys, officially now you are welcome to come and join.
Has he updated anyone?
The commentary is coming from TikTok. It's TikTok only Tony official. Okay, guys, the invite is in chat.
Come join.
Come and join. Come have your say. Try be polite. That's all I ask. Try be polite. But you're welcome to come in with you can come in with your camera as well. Come and join the stream and have your say.
About what is,
If
you know,
if it's not clickable, that link, just copy it and paste it in your browser, and it'll bring you in.
He don't care, does he?
Please have your clothes on. No, I don't want any weirdos coming in.
Well, it's Saturday night,
On-
9:30,
oh,
10
no.
to 10.
Dropping in on Monday. That's probably why he's going away.
Did you hear how they were covering that female boxer? They were like all the social media platforms saying that it was a trans person. Literally, even Elon Musk tweeted that it was a trans, like he was treating it as a trans woman. Men shouldn't be allowed to beat women up and blah blah blah. And then what does it turn out? She's a biological woman that just had high levels of testosterone. Like, but they just spun it, and everyone went with it. Like, it's like no one cares anymore about finding the truth. They just want to like be first. Oh, well, that's how the news works, obviously, being first, you know. But
yeah, but they don't care. They don't care. They really don't.
No, it's all about ad revenue and clicks. It's all about ad revenue and clicks.
Out for a few hours, causes much destruction, and then back home.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone's just put in the comments there, acid attacking in Liverpool.
Acid attacking Liverpool, Jesus.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's why I'm gonna come off as well and see if I can check as much of it as I can.
Oh, let me give Tony Tony a follow as well. I've watched most of his live today.
Is there any other lives that anyone is aware of that's going on? I'm going to try to watch some in the background myself when I come off there.
Tony, is he confusing it with that other one with that chemical attack?
No, no, I think that was a couple of days ago you ran about.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if he's thinking that.
I think it's a couple of days ago you ran about.
Can I just say something before you?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I have to say, in all my years,
That's a bit harsh, isn't it? No, she's not my cup of tea, but she's a woman. She's still a woman, buddy.
I'm sorry.
That's the whole point of it. It's not that she's a trans, like, you know, there's masculine-looking women out there, you know. Give me a break, Jesus. I wouldn't personally date her, no, but doesn't mean that she's not a woman. Poor dad had to actually post a picture. Let me see it. Where is it? I think I have it. Poor dad had to actually post a picture of his daughter as a young girl growing up. That's so bad. Where is it? Here we go. There we go, guys. The dad actually had to post a picture. That's her there. Imani Khalif.
Lucy,
a biological woman.
Lucy is in Bristol.
Yeah.
So
I'm still, we're back.
Okay.
They've kettled two different sides. So we had a side ended up coming from down here of the roundabout. And then obviously I was here on the right, so we've been pushed. Police all charged down there. So that's when I ended and said we'd go back down there. But they circled and have come back around. So we're now back on the roundabout. One's just been arrested down there.
Yeah.
So
and
East Street Dunster.
There's a pub here.
Are you staying live, Lucy?
Sorry?
Are you going to stay live? Because I'll open up another live if you want.
I'm going to stay live as long as I can. My battery's running low. So I'm just trying to capture all the action.
All right, now I've got to give credit to Lucy Lou because now we're watching her freaking live.
So there is St Mary's.
Let's go, Lucy Lou.
Bristol. But
oh, come on, man! I don't believe those. I don't believe those. I think it's just too far fetched. Those lies about her, man. They got two kids.
Like the lager barrels.
Yeah.
And then they're chucking them. So we've had to run down there and run all the way back around behind to come back up. So we're behind the police line now, and they're over this side and they're just chucking stuff.
TikTok. Now we are watching Lucy Lou. Credit TikTok. Lucy Lou, guys. We're getting the footage from her at the minute.
Both sides today, and on both sides they're happy to talk. They've been really nice, they've been polite, and I'm not picking no sides, and I'm not being racist against anybody, but the police have done an amazing job. They've separated two large groups and they've like split them up into like 5-6 different groups. They have done an amazing job, but they're very brutal.
They're very clever the way how they do it, aren't they? It looks like they're doing nothing, and it's what they're doing is they're sort of herding people into little corners and then sort of exiting them. It's very clever the way they do it. It's very clever.
When I first came in live,
I mean, do it in such a way you don't even know it's really happening.
No, they don't. Well, one or two of the wiser ones, you know, the old football hooligans that know the crack.
They pushed us down to the bridge, which I believe is where somebody was streaming from live. On the bridge with the 2 double-decker buses. We then got barged by police because I did end up shouting at one of the police because the dogs nearly had the back of my legs, and they had hold of my handbag and they was just pushing me, and I couldn't go anywhere because of all the people in front. But they're happy to, like, both sides is happy to talk. Everybody's been really nice and polite, but there was a massive fight erupted in the park. They thought they had separated everybody and a load got through, and they was just proper fighting.
Lucy,
yeah.
On Bristol Bridge, were they using the buses as a kind of way to block the road?
They ended up pushing them, so one horse went one side and then another horse went in between the buses, and eventually they pushed them down off the bridge, and then they told the buses to turn around and then they let the buses go. So
those poor bloody bus drivers.
Yeah.
The other lot had been
It must. I actually, when I was watching it earlier, there was like a bus in the middle of it, and I was just thinking, he must be crapping himself, him, her, whoever's driving it. Do you know what I mean?
Yep,
Not what they expected on a normal Saturday day at work.
No.
So how long has all this been going on for?
It's been going on all week, pretty much.
I mean, I have heard little bits and pieces, but
We're going to be live at 10:30 till late, as we are every night.
I didn't realise it was as extreme as what it is.
I get everyone to tap the screen. We're going to stay on till about 10 o'clock. We're going to cover a little bit more of this. Can someone get me a cam from Hull? Marty, if you can scroll through the footage you've got, it's meant to be kicking back off in Hull. I don't know if that's true or not.
Tony, I sent you a message of Hull.
Have you sent me a message about Hull?
Yeah, I sent you a live before, and it was Hull at the time.
Where's my camera people in Hull? I need to get some camera people out there, don't I?
Andy, just be careful, Andy. Obviously, and everyone needs to stay safe, you know, because it's not safe for anyone. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from.
No, everyone needs to be careful out there, boy.
The streets are not safe at this minute for anyone.
No, it's not, and that's what we've noticed. That's what we've noticed here tonight. It's like whatever side we ended up on.
Certainly not a night you want to be out, is it?
Whatever they were saying, my husband was like, just agree with them.
Yeah.
And that's literally how we felt. Whoever was stood next to us and was saying, oh, you know, this is bad and they shouldn't be doing this, we was like, yeah, I know. And then we ended up on the other side with the other group of protesters and they were saying, oh, this is bad, it shouldn't be. And we was like, yeah, I know, we was just agreeing.
To keep you safe, to be fair.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's how, like, we feel. We've had to do quite a bit of running as well. It's been like, oh, when there's bottles and bricks and that flying, they're just skimming your head and you're like, oh my God. So
yeah, that's dangerous, man. That's dangerous.
Right, people, I just want to do a quick poll. Is England broke at this minute from what you're seeing? Smiley face if yes, sad face if no. This is what needs to happen. So smiley face if England is broke, sad face if no. This is what needs to happen.
Have you got a smiley face, Joe?
Wow, bloody something's broken, isn't it? I mean,
what's the answer then, Joe? What have you got for us? What should we do?
There's so much though, isn't there? There's so much. You know what I mean? We're talking about mental health is at the worst that it's been. Do you know what I mean? You put that all onto it, talking about jobs and cost of living and stuff. Do you know what I mean? That just affect everyday people. And there's just where do you start? Where do you start? How do you fix something that's so broken?
I think for one, like, you know, protesting is fine, but the moment it becomes violent, the police need to be able to turn it up. But they need to come up with some sort of some hardcore strategies that deter people from rioting. Protesting, fine.
Different.
Protesting, fine. Rioting, I think the gloves have to come off. The gloves have to come off, and it has to be like level of Russia sort of level, like, you know.
Well, half the people probably rioting, they don't really give a crap anyway. It's just
they
a
never
bit of fun. It's a night out for them. They can just go and have a little, you know.
Trying to get one of those TVs stealing from the shops.
That is solely money out here to cause.
But God, yeah, I don't know how. It's a long road. We've got a long road. There's a lot of problems in this country. Do you know what I mean? That affects so many people. I mean, I think everyone's affected somewhere along the line with what's going on at the moment. You know, how do we fix it? Money? How do we get the money to fix it?
I think for one, we need to stop the radicalization on both sides. For
Yeah.
one, because this is where it starts. You know, we're gonna when this ends, we'll jump on it. We're gonna review someone that's very popular, and we're gonna review what he's been posting on his page, and you know, it's just.
So, I think it's literally about to start going off. He just tried to stop the fire engine from getting.
This is young kids. This is like young kids just being like hooligans now. To be fair.
Like throwing the bricks and that now.
Okay, so they're blocking the fire engine from getting down.
Egging each other on. Come on, let's do it.
Where are their parents? That's what I want to know. What? Probably out there throwing bricks.
No, it's not. I think it's a thought it was quiet in town before, but I think it's just.
I mean, if you've got young people, you don't want them out tonight, do you? Jesus.
No. Most people, but someone's just throwing a brick.
Absolute fucking idiots.
Just make sure you stay safe.
But he's just throwing a brick at the police.
I heard that, yeah.
I heard that.
See, and if this is innocent protesting, why are you covering your face?
Yep.
Why are you covering your face? I don't get that. If you're there and you're proud to be there, then show who you are. If you think you're doing the right thing, do you know what I mean? If you stand up for your rights, show us who you are. Don't cover yourself up.
I think at least everyone's took the kids home now. At least showed them.
Yeah, I've seen people with kids. I'm like, why would you bring your kids there?
There's been an update on Sky News. Olivia, can you...
Sorry, Tony, I've turned the volume down on my phone because I don't want anyone to hear them, like...
Don't worry about that. Olivia, can you just put on the Sky News for a second, and I'm going to check that. I'm going to go in and check the...
I would just want to get home if I was there, to be fair.
Please, Tony, if you can.
I really want to get down to one of these though, and just obviously experience it for the first time, because I've always wanted to go to one of the protests, preferably not a riot, but you know.
No.
Kate, they're stopping the fire engine from getting to where it needs to be. Is that right?
Well, anyone stopping the fire engine they need to record them and then arrest them. Simple.
Absolutely.
Record
Who
them
in their right mind stops emergency services? You might need them yourself one day. Really?
Yes, please.
I'm going to read it out to you now. 2 hours ago, UK protest, violent disorder breaks out across the country. Police in Hull say 3 police officers have been injured. 4 people were arrested after a group of people attacked a hotel which houses asylum seekers. So did you know about that already?
Yeah.
That's the only one 2 hours ago. So
is that the only one 2 hours ago? Okay, well, I'll check on the actual. I'll keep.
You're better off going. You're better off going on the actual. Going on Twitter and you'll see everything.
Tony, I'm gonna end my live. My husband was just talking to one of the police, and we've told him where we're parked, and they've recommended that we leave because otherwise they said we won't get back to our car park. It's just gonna kick off in town.
Okay,
so we are actually going to make our way, try and get back so that we can get out safely.
Yeah, make sure you stay safe. And I just want to say a massive thank you for joining today, and thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it, Lucy. Thank you so much.
When I get home, I'll come back in.
Yes.
I've got a picture and that of the that police van and that I can send you. So I'll jump back in when I get home. We've got just over an hour's drive. Once we get back, we got to try and find the car. So. And then just over an hour's drive, but then I'll come back in.
No worries, Lucy. Thank you again, and look forward to speaking to you both later on. Take care, safe journey.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Lucy.
Take care, all the best. Bye. Take care.
Hi again, Tony. I think something's going to kick off in Liverpool.
Okay, so this is this videos from earlier? Is this live right now? So
it's live right now.
Okay, so this is one of the people that's kettled in. Okay, right. So this is one of the people that's kettled in. This is one of the lives. The people that's kettled in Liverpool town centre, where earlier on we see cosmetic shop being looted. We've seen Shoe Zone being targeted, and also Greg's and Specsavers.
Why Specsavers? I couldn't understand that. Why they broke into Specsavers?
I think
that was Hull, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, that was Hull.
Oh, was that a Hull? No, that was Hull. Whereabouts is this, Kirsty? Sorry, that was Hull.
Sorry, this is Liverpool. I'm just waiting for him to put this up because this is the one it's kicking off on. But you can see the other side. But this is Liverpool, and they are all armed police. Look, that something's gonna.
Okay, all right. Don't worry. Just stay focused there. We're gonna keep you on camera there. Just stay there on that one thing, unless the other cameras. In case the other cameras.
Looks like a really scary situation to be in, wouldn't it? It would be very scary.
Liverpool.
Yeah, that's where this is, Tony.
UK rights line. Far-right violence erupts in Liverpool and Manchester as bricks thrown at police. That's 4 minutes ago. That was
live in Belfast. Okay, one second. People, I am gonna let the accounts come in here. We need it.
I'm gonna drop out so others can show their.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna try to get as many cams. Thank you, Sammy, for joining. We're going to try to get as many cams as we
Thanks,
can
Sammy.
In here as well. I appreciate it, Sammy. Thank you, yeah?
Apparently fireworks have been thrown in Belfast.
Okay, we've got KOD is actually in Belfast, actually covering the stream for us in Belfast. So let's have a look at that. People, in case we have to restart at any time, please make sure you are following the page. I just want to say a massive thanks to everyone who just tapped the screen. And got it to 70,000. Thank you to all the new followers. I really appreciate all the support on the page. Thank you. Every night, people, 10 till late, we hold discussions and debates. If you're new here, please follow. We do this all the time. This open discussion.
Who do I credit now? Only Tony Official again, is it?
Every night. But right now, as the scene unfolds around this country, we are going to be covering these riots for the next couple of days by the looks of it. And tomorrow, we've got many more. I mean, there's a list of places that is organised. People, I'm going to put up this list here right now for you. And this is the non-updated list. There's even more have been added to this. So just bear with me. Let me just find this list.
I really want to go to watch one of these.
More has been added to this list since.
Where's local to you?
They're quite heavily armed vehicles.
Well, I don't know where they are, to be fair. I'm definitely not going to Belfast.
There's a picture on the other phone of a list. Could you just forward them to this WhatsApp for me, please, if that's possible? Yeah, thank you. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll if you can stay in there, KOD. The second it's kicking off. Just let me know. We can swap over cameras at any time. Yeah.
This is Liverpool kicking off right now. But
okay, so that's the one. Let's stay focused on that.
Oh, what's on fire there? It looks mad.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's stay on that feed.
That's me.
I'm just sorry it doesn't have any sound because it's from the guy.
Don't worry.
Same one here, but I've got sound.
Oh, you do yours then.
Marty, is that the same location?
Yeah, same place.
Okay, all right. Okay, you've got sound on your one, yeah?
Yeah, I can turn it up for you, mate.
Okay.
That is a really old laptop.
That's our Katie. I think that's Katie.
I'll just zoom in here. Doesn't matter.
God, that poor dog's going to be petrified.
Thank you for letting me up, yeah?
You're more than welcome. Official leads, I'll catch up with you soon enough. All the best, buddy. Take care. All right, stay safe. Take care. Bye. Okay, Katie and Darren are gone.
Have you done your evening walk yet?
No.
Are you still planning to? Still planning to? Really?
Yeah, because I've got to work tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So
We'll go for another 10 minutes, isn't it?
What am I looking at there? Is that more
oh bloody
hell!
Oh
my God!
KOD. Kodiak.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and do we know what's up a light? Do we know what that
I'm not
is?
too sure. I'm really not too sure. I've just come across it because it's hard to get the Belfast ones up.
Okay, well, people, look, by the look of it, is some sort of blocks of buildings or flats or
Yeah.
Okay,
There could be kids living in these houses. Anyone think about that? Look, that's a whole street burning.
the ones that understand what I wouldn't end this in a care. Yeah, can you miss back to some of the boys back in there and see if we can get them in?
Can you imagine how terrifying that would be? The heat's coming from that as well.
Share it over to them, please, and we'll get them in.
Tony, I've tried to I can't send you any more messages, Pat, because you don't follow me.
Oh, wait there. Okay, 1 second. There you go. I've just followed you back there now. Sorry.
If I do come across anything, even on YouTube, I'll send you straight over. I'll send you straight to them. Or...
Don't come to us. We're watching him.
Make it easier. Sorry. You know what? I honestly, I sometimes I get lost with the messages and I don't go through all of them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The roof is on fire. Oh, that's like a
What is
block.
that?
That's a block of. That's like a block of. That's like a shops, isn't it? It's like shops.
Yeah.
Heavily armored, almost like war type vehicles here, all lined up.
Right, Belfast is trained with everything that's going on in England. Belfast is trained because the troubles we have had.
Oh, crap! Sorry.
Oh, no,
yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah. Agree with that.
In fact, a few years ago, it was only a couple of years ago that the English police had to get the PSNI over to train them. Even if it was with the water cannons, they had to get them over to train them because they are used to, unfortunately, the stuff that's going on right now.
Good evening, CJ.
I'm so sorry, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I feel really like
Good evening, CJ. That is in Belfast. What you're looking at on the on Kodiak's screen is Belfast. What building it is, I do not know. All I know that's live in Belfast.
Let's have a look, see if I can get some other footage up, see what's going on.
People, listen, you got to remember, some of them made a great point in that chat. There's 3 children, God rest their souls, that's been unalived out of this. How many people his lives are put at risk right now at this minute? Okay, I'm going to swap over with Katie for a minute. Katie, welcome back.
Hiya, Tony. So we've just come round the other side.
Yeah.
See how many shoppers. And just decided if it's proper going up on this side.
And there's a lot of explosions going on this side, Katie.
What are they setting on fire now? Oh my god.
So my shop's just there, down there. And yeah, this is where it's...
So I'm confused with all this.
Just be careful. Just be very, very careful. Each of you that's there, anyone that's actually out in the streets, just be very, very careful and just watch your surroundings at all time. Because anything can kick off in a split second, and you don't know what's going to be launched or what might be thrown into the crowd. So please stay safe, whatever you do.
Stay safe.
Katie, if you have a look at this account, I'm going to give the big screen too. Watch this for 1 second. You might recognize this part. There's a lot of stuff being launched and thrown here. If you can recognize where that is, Katie.
Oh, that's hard to say. Where's that? Where's that?
Where's that? I don't know. That's the mountains or something.
That's where we are.
Okay, let me go to Kirsty's. 1 second. Is this where you are, Katie? This live, is that where you are?
This is Liverpool.
Yeah.
Somebody's just thrown something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
All right, okay. Let me give you back because your camera's clear at the minute where you are.
Looks like a war zone, doesn't it?
And still no signs of dispersal or no. Obviously, the police can't come down the road. They're just sort of stuck at the minute, yeah.
Yeah, they're just everyone.
Well, everyone finds it hilarious, don't they?
So they're building like a barrier type of thing there.
Yeah.
And there's more bins coming down now. What do you say?
to mention in Hull's gone quiet and so's Bristol, alright?
Right, let's move.
Everyone's going to be at curfew tomorrow night, aren't they? No one
Yeah,
out after 8 o'clock.
I was thinking that, you know, that would be yeah, a rational thing to do. Oh my God, what happened there? Oh, are they smashing a car up? I think they are smashing a car up there.
Katie, are you okay? Bless her. Bless her.
Oh, we got lessons and maybe when you went to get a burger. Oh, God. I might, it's there, but I'm going to spin it round in case I want to just get off. I'll just go down there.
Katie, are you okay, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Be careful, Oh, be careful, Katie.
Oh my God, what's going on now?
Jeez.
Oh, fucking hell.
Jesus.
Is that her car?
Did they
She wants.
storm at you? What happened there?
They just stormed us because they've just started setting the fucking street on fire. It's a joke.
Please be careful.
I just hope they don't move further and further down the road where the shop is.
Is your shop a bit further down on that same road?
Yeah.
Oh no.
God.
Wow.
I'm so glad you're safe in your car.
Oh, they're charging. Look at them charge.
Oh, charging now towards where...
But they've now aiming them down towards where your shops are. Your shop is.
Yeah.
Kids are going to cut them off here, you know.
Oh, it must be awful port for her.
What are we going to do? My shop's literally round that corner. It's on the road a bit.
Good morning.
I don't even know what the fuck they think they're achieving by this. The shutters are down on my shop, yeah. Look at the state of it. Oh my God.
Just don't let anyone know that you've got.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
Go home, people. Go home.
Joe, if you do need to go, I'm just going to be watching this. So if you
Okay.
need to go, just literally say goodbyes and because you got work tomorrow, haven't you?
I've got work tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay,
Should have been working today, but the parachute jump thing that didn't happen.
Okay. Thanks for joining me, Joe. I'm literally just going to be watching this most of the night.
Let's hope everything settles down and
Indeed.
everyone can go home and get a good night's sleep. Anyway, I'm going to go off.
Okay.
Do you want to kick me off?
Okay, I'll kick you. 1 second. Have a good night. See you later. Have a
See you
good
later.
walk as well.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Marty, can one of you, or Kirsty, could you please get Bristol up? Sorry, could you please get Hull back up? There's more. Hull and Bristol back up. It's meant to be kicking off in Hull right
I'll
now
do that
as
now,
well.
Tony. I'll do that now.
Please.
Do you know what I don't think these I don't think what these realise is down that road there at the bottom of the road, there must be about 20 vans all just lined up.
Park the other end where your motor is parked, yeah?
So the other end of that street down there, there's about 20, maybe more vans, like police vans all just parked up. Probably waiting to come round.
Tony, that's Bristol.
This is getting bad now.
Just 1 second. To that lady in the account, please send me it on Instagram. Only Tony Official on Instagram. Send me the links over there, please. Only Tony Official on Instagram.
come here, it looks.
All right, guys, that's enough. This is just like damaging the soul watching this. Everyone, stay safe. Peace.